So, good afternoon. This is Caroline Tapkin, Executive Director of World of DMCs, and I'm joined today by Olga Smirnova. I hope I've got that right, who is head of MICE for OLTA Travel in Cyprus. So, Cyprus is one of our newest destinations with World of DMCs, and we're delighted that Olga is joining us today. So, Olga, why don't you tell us a little bit about OLTA Travel Cyprus and who you are and what you do?
Yes, of course. First of all, I would like to say that for me, it's a great pleasure to talk to you today. Thank you very much for your invitation. Yes, you're right. My name is Olga Smirnova, and I am one of the co-owners of the company named OLTA Travel. Our company has been in operation since 2010, so it's not really a new company. Initially, we started in Russia, focusing on mostly incoming tourism. And in 2016, we expanded our horizons by opening an office on the sunny island of Cyprus in Limassol. And since then, we've been actively developing inbound tourism on the island.
So, how long have you lived in Cyprus?
Myself, I live here for 3 years already. But we have our office starting with 2016.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So why the switch from Russia to Cyprus?
It was, the world today is not very stable. And we really wanted to differentiate our product from something very cultural to something more natural. So maybe you know that Cyprus is known for its nice beaches, but not only. We have very beautiful nature in Cyprus and many historical sites, but maybe I will tell you a bit more about Cyprus later on. That's why we want to differentiate a bit our product, and we decided to open an office in Limassol.
Okay, so what's your main customer base?
We work mostly with the B2B segment in tourism. Our clients come from all over the world, mostly from France. My partner and I, we studied in France, in Sorbonne, many years ago. That's why, and then both of us, we worked in French companies, and therefore we know the market very, very well. We speak French language as well. So many of our clients come as well from Germany, from Belgium, from Spain, Italy, Czech Republic, other European countries, from Arab Emirates, and even from Thailand and Japan. If you can imagine, Japanese come to Cyprus as well.
Well, I can imagine that. Cyprus is a beautiful place for them to come.
That's for sure.
Head of MICE, you do a lot of things other than just MICE, don't you? You do FITs and
we do travel FIT. Yes, of course, we do both.
And how much? What percentage of your business is MICE market?
I would say it's at the moment it's 40%, but we would like to grow it to make it a bigger part of the volume.
And do those MICE groups come from all those countries you listed, or is there a specific region that you get most MICE from?
Yes, I would say that for MICE groups, we work mostly with European countries, as all the countries I spoke about already.
And what sort of length of time are they with you?
Normally, all the MICE, it's not a long period. It's mostly between 4, I would say even 3 and 5 days.
Okay. And what type of businesses, what type of business comes? What type of companies are they?
Yes, we have lots of IT companies coming here, pharmaceutical companies. What else? We have finance companies as well coming here.
And what do they like to do? What are some of the things that you offer them in Cyprus? Tell us a little bit about the destination and what makes you different to any other beach destination.
What do you know about Cyprus? What is your image of Cyprus? Have you been in Cyprus?
Let's assume we know nothing. Let's assume we think it's just beaches. Why would I bring a MICE group to just a beach resort?
Yeah, most people think that Cyprus is only a beach destination, and that's kind of a pity. For us, we have set ourselves an ambitious goal to tell and to show people that Cyprus is not limited to just beach hotels and beach holidays. Cyprus for us is something much bigger than that. It is considered to be, first of all, the birthplace of the first wine in the world. Have you heard about this?
The first wine.
Yes, the
I bet
first
the French
wine.
have something to say about that.
Yes. French brought the wine, they developed the wine culture in Cyprus, I would say. Cyprus is home to the remains of the world's major civilizations. Here you can find everything from Neolithic settlements, which date to the 9th century before Jesus Christ, to Venetian fortresses, Byzantine churches. Do you know that there are 12 sites under the protection of UNESCO, for example?
Okay.
So there is lots of things to see here and to visit. Cyprus has 340 sunny days. Can you imagine how lucky we are?
Sitting in the UK, I'm jealous, yes.
I can imagine. So you're welcome in Cyprus. So, and you can imagine that it is ideal for tourism. Most of the tourists, travel tourists, leisure tourists, come in July and August. But for me, these are the worst months in Cyprus because it's too hot. The most pleasant weather we have is in autumn and spring. As I've already told, we have mostly sunny days during these periods. The weather is very calm and no wind, no rains, and it's a very, very pleasant period especially for MICE groups and for cultural groups. Yes, as I have said already, our goal is to develop mostly cultural tourism. That's why we promote this destination, especially for these periods, autumn and spring, which are very, very pleasant for the sites visits. Did you know, for example, that Cyprus, the territory of Cyprus is covered, 30% of the territory is covered by the mountains. Nobody knows about it. And even we have our own ski resort in Cyprus.
A ski, how do you do skiing
with ski resort?
so much sun?
Because it's 2,000 meters high, our highest mountain, so we have our ski resort over there. So there are so many things to discover, and I haven't told about the cuisine yet, and it's a very nice mixture of Greek, Turkish, and Middle East cuisine, and especially the way of eating. Maybe you've heard about meze, which is a traditional way of eating. It's not even the food, it's the way of eating, the way of gathering people around the table and sharing their food. So there are many, many traditions. And so I would say that Cyprus is a luxury destination. It's not, but it's something very authentic, very real. And we suggest to our clients always to emerge in the local culture and to deal directly with the locals. So that's why we include many master classes in our programs, so our clients can feel the traditions and the culture of the locals.
What would some of those classes be?
It can be culinary master classes. For example, cook halloumi cheese. Do you know what is halloumi cheese? It's a traditional local cheese, halloumi. So it's the most popular master class when the group cooks together this kind of cheese, which is normally we eat it grilled, in a grilled way. So yes, it can be this one. It can be cooking the whole dinner and eating it with the local family. It can be nice as well. We can do different master classes with local craftsmen. For example, basket weaving master class. And so or even during the months of September and October, we do different activities on the wineries as well. As I've told you, there is a very developed wine culture here in Cyprus. So we organize different activities about the grapes gathering and preparing the wine as well.
So September and October is the best time for the wine harvest.
Yes, of course. Yes. You're right.
Okay. And what are some of the more unique locations that you could hold events?
As for the locations, we suggest, so it really depends on the request of the client. So we can use some of the fortresses that I've told you already. So medieval fortresses, we can use even antique sites. For example, the ancient city of Kurion, that I like a lot. So we can do different kinds of concerts over there. We often do gala dinners in the wineries, because wineries are mostly situated in the mountains, and most of them have very amazing views over the mountains, over the valleys, and it's always a nice solution for the gala dinner. And of course, beach parties are very popular in Cyprus.
Of course, we can't omit the beach, can we?
No.
What about some of the team building activities your groups can get involved in?
Of course, we suggest all kinds of water activities. It can be a sailing regatta, a boat racing. We can do treasure hunting activities by quad bikes, by jeeps. For example, last week we organized a quad safari, and it included the treasure hunting activity as well. And it was very nice. It was in the mountains as well. It was continued by a nice dinner on a winery.
Sounds like you have a little bit of everything: the beach, the mountains,
Yes,
the ski, the sun, the wine, the food.
absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. And
Not
good
short of
weather,
anything.
and especially good weather. And there is
Important.
another advantage about the destination. The island is very small, so you can get to any site very quickly. You don't need to spend a lot of time in the bus or in a car, because everything is very close.
Tell us a little bit about the hotels. Where would groups expect to be staying?
So we have different kind of hotels. Most of them are beach hotels, quite big capacity. So we have a lot of modern hotels. We have international chains such as Crown Plaza, Hilton, Park Lane, Radisson in Larnaca. We have a lot of local hotels. My favorite hotels are situated in the mountains. You see, I like the mountains a lot.
I assume, though, they're smaller properties.
Yes, these are smaller properties for smaller groups, but very nice. This is an amazing experience for smaller groups, of course.
But a big group has no problem accommodating everybody in one hotel.
No, it's not a problem. In July, there was a new hotel that was opened in Cyprus, in Limassol, which is called City of Dreams. I think it has something about 1,000 rooms, and several ballrooms and everything you need for the conference.
Sounds like you have everything on the island. How
Absolutely,
easy is
absolutely.
access from Europe?
The access from Europe is very easy. You just need your passport or your ID card. That's it.
And it's a
And
short flight. It's not a long flight, is it?
it depends on what you.
Where you're coming from.
Yes. So it's always around 4 hours to come from France or from Belgium or from Germany or from Great Britain. It's always around 4 hours of flight. The Cyprus government works a lot on the development of the new flights, of new direct flights to Cyprus. And I know for 2024, there will be even more destinations than we have today. Today, we have direct flights with most of the big cities in Europe. We have, for example, in France, we have direct flights to Paris, Toulouse, Bordeaux, Marseille, and some more cities. The same with Germany, the same with for England. So we still have maybe some not enough flights for Belgium and Spain, but I'm sure that will come in 2024.
Connections from Asia and the Middle East are easy as well, are they?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We have regular flights with many of the countries.
So again, you can reach the world.
Absolutely.
You've mentioned mountains are your favorite place. If I come to you with a relatively small group, let's say select group of about 30 people, where would you recommend to me in the mountains, hotel and activities?
I know exactly what I would recommend to you. There is, I would really like to show it to you because it's something amazing. There is a very nice village which is called Kalapanayotis, which is situated quite high in the mountains. It's just 1 hour, 20 minutes from Limassol or from Larnaca to go there. And the owner of the hotel that is called Casale Panayotis haven't constructed anything. He just bought around 25 houses in the village and reconstructed it into the hotel rooms. And you have this impression of living in a village, but with the level of five-star hotel.
That sounds really cool.
Yes. So it's a very, very nice place. You have a winery, which is very close to the hotel that you can visit. There is a monastery, the Byzantine monastery, which is under the protection of UNESCO. There is a Venetian bridge in the village itself. And of course, we can organize a quad safari in the mountains just nearby. We can do different master classes, as I've already told to you. So it is in itself, this hotel, it's a ready product for a travel or a MICE group. And we can organize different activities around it.
You have to send me images and information on that, and I'll share it across our social media so our
Absolutely.
listeners can actually see what we're talking about.
That would
be perfect.
I'm sure you will like
it. Sounds like I have to get on a plane. So, I mean, my next question was why should groups consider Cyprus? But I think you've actually answered all of that. It's easy access. It's sort of under the 5 hours from most destinations. You've got major airlines, you've got major hotels, and you've got everything on the island from beaches to ski resorts. How long is the ski resort open? When do you actually get snow?
Actually, yes, it's a quite short period for skiing in Cyprus. It depends, of course, on the year, but it's almost between 3 and 4 weeks that it is open.
So that's a real novelty if people are able to hit that time.
Yes, absolutely. But locals like to go to the mountains at this period and just with their kids to play with the snow, snowballs and things like this. It's a very nice period.
Yeah, quite unusual.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like? Sorry, go.
Sorry.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
I would like just to tell you
why Cyprus should be considered for groups and incentives.
I think we have already discussed most of the reasons, and I think that's already not bad. So it's a great mixture of natural sites, archaeological sites, of cultural visits, of very good gastronomy, very fresh products, and of course good weather and easy access to the country. All this helps us a lot to develop this destination as a very good MICE destination and travel destination as well.
Sounds fascinating, yes. And what does 2024 hold for you? Anything new, upcoming, excited about?
I would say that we are waiting for more flights, as we have discussed already with you, more direct flights with the major European cities. This year, the Ministry of Tourism in Cyprus thinks that the island will reach the pre-pandemic number of tourists. So in 2024, we are still waiting for the growth due to the increase of the direct flights, of course, and for all the actions we do together with the Ministry of Tourism in Cyprus. I should say that here in Cyprus, we are very close with the ministry, and they help us a lot to develop our activity. We participate in all the major travel and MICE exhibitions all over the world, and that helps us a lot to develop our activity. So I'm sure that 2024 will be a great year for tourism in Cyprus.
And if somebody's watching this thinking, I'd like to bring my group to Cyprus, when would be the best time for them to come?
To come. Yes, as I've already told to you, I would really advise to avoid summer period, especially July and August. And the best period for me is the second half of September, October, and November. You can still swim, but it's not hot at all. It's a very pleasant weather. And even during the evenings, you can spend your evenings on the terraces and enjoy your time outdoors. And of course, starting with March until the mid of June. These are the most pleasant months in Cyprus regarding the weather. Winter months are very nice as well, but it can rain a bit more often than it does during autumn and spring.
So a little bit less outside activity.
Yes.
Or a bit more risky to plan.
A bit. I would say a bit more risky. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Just bring a coat.
Yes.
And what sort of lead time would you like if somebody's considering Cyprus as a destination?
So it's better to. It depends on the program and on the size of the group, but the most comfortable is at least 6 months to have for us to prepare the program. But it really depends on the period. Of course, if there is a group for the months of September and October, it's better to book at least 6 months before. If it's about December, February, March, even April and May, it can be even 3-4 months before.
So we're a bit late now to book for September.
For you, we will always organize something nice in Cyprus. For September, for the groups, I would say that it's a bit late. Yes. Yeah. Maybe for the end of October, beginning of November, we can still find availabilities.
Right. That's fascinating. I never knew there was so much to Cyprus. So thank you for sharing all of that. And we will continue sharing across the World of DMCs, social media platforms, website, blog posts and things, any information you pass through to us to keep everybody informed. So thank you very much for your time today, Olga, and it's a delight to be working with you.
Thank you, Caroline. Thank you for your interview. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. And hope to see you one day in Cyprus.
Oh, I hope so too. Yes.